Alright, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another week of the Illinois Dota 2 League. My name is Morgan. I'll be your caster for tonight. Tonight we have two games. The first one being Phoenix and the Wingmen against Piece of Toast. Right now, Piece of Toast is in the top half of their group, while the Wingmen are trying to make it in top half. It looks like it might be a little bit too late for them. The group stages for the Illinois Dota 2 League are almost done, so this time next week we'll probably have our first game of the playoffs. But enough of that. Let's get right into the game. So we've kind of had like another week for 6.82 to come out and kind of see how the pro scene develops. What we've seen so far is that like the meta game has pretty much remained the same in a lot of these 6.82 games, and I expect a lot of the games today for this league will probably be very similar. And so for our first ban, we have a first ban Panda. Panda is definitely a very strong team fight hero, and the Acropolis or Death Prophet and the Voiceless Void as well are also banned. So definitely kind of have some of the strongest picks banned out for the first banning phase here. Definitely very strong team fighters or very strong, split push heroes like that Lycan we see that's banned as well. Let me just take a quick look actually at the standings of these groups. It seems like Piece of Toast right now is actually, I think, tied for first place in their group. And so it looks like they'll definitely make it on to the winner's bracket for the playoffs. And actually it looks like Phoenix and the Wingman are a little bit out of luck. They're kind of just playing for pride right now. But teams might be saving strats for the actual playoffs. Some teams might just be tanking these group stages just so that they can have opponents underestimate them during the actual playoffs, but we never know. So we have a first pick, Meepo, for Piece of Toast. I think they picked Meepo before, so they definitely have a very strong Meepo player for Piece of Toast, and that's responded by a Ember Spirit pick by Phoenix. Ember Spirit obviously is pretty strong against Meepo just because if he gets a Battle Fury and a crit, and Meepos usually tend to group up together, when they all poof in, Ember Spirit can like strike at that time with a very nice Sleight of Fist and possibly with a lucky crit, just kind of one-shot the Meepos right there. Overall, I think Ember Spirit is just a very strong laning hero. It'll kind of be interesting to see where Dire actually wants to lane this Meepo now. Traditionally, we see Meepo as a mid or one position hero. Let's see if Phoenix can kind of try to put pressure on this Meepo and shut him down before he gets too big. Meepo is definitely nerfed a little bit this patch just because of that bounty change for EXP and gold. So we'll see how Phoenix want to deal with this Meepo. We have Earthshaker, pretty classic anti-Meepo hero, but Earthshaker also does a lot of other things well. He's a very good defensive support, able to kind of stop engagements and break them up. He's also a pretty good initiator, especially with that Echo Slam on 5 Meepos. So, if Earthshaker is able to get a pretty fast blink dagger, he might be able to just kind of hunt that Meepo down and kill him every time that Echo Slam is off cooldown. We have a second pick, Centaur Warrunner by the Dire. So Centaur, strong offlaner hero. Stampede is very good. Less good against Earthshaker and Ember Spirit, but still very good at initiating fights with that Stampede and Blink Who Stomp or War Stomp. Not sure what it's called anymore in Dota 2, but Centaur Warrunner, we'll definitely probably see that in the off lane. And Centaur is actually a pretty tanky hero, but he has no escape at level 1, or until he gets his ultimate, that is. So I think if Phoenix runs a strong dual lane or a strong, defensive tri lane, they can definitely shut that Centaur down. I still think, the Radiant have a better offlane, and this is a Dire Centaur here. So, normally the Dire offlane is considered weaker just because he can't pull that large camp like the Radiant can. So we'll kind of see how Phoenix and the Wingman want to deal with this Centaur. So right now we have Skywrath Mage and Legion Commander banned out for Dire. Skywrath Mage obviously very strong support, great silence, great burst. And it looks like, they just don't want anything to do with that, burst damage coming out for support. And they also banned out the Legion Commander. I think Legion Commander, a lot of people think that it'll be a strong pick this patch, but I've really not seen a Legion Commander take over a game just because even though she can be a relatively decent laner, I feel like without like farm and a lot of levels, she just really doesn't have a lot of impact on this game. But nevertheless, we have Legion Commander banned out. We also have a Jakiro banned out for the Radiant side, as followed by Enigma. Those are very strong team fight heroes that we have banned out for Dire. So maybe, you know, Radiant's a little bit afraid of, you know, any kind of wombo combos that they may have, or just kind of afraid of their control overall. You know, I've said this before, but Shiro, one of my favorite supports, just because, you know, he has really good lane control and really good team fight control. Oh wow, here we have a Terrorblade, you know, third pick for Phoenix. If any of you guys are watching the WCA that's kind of going on right now in China, you know, Terrorblade in the hands of teams like Cloud9 have been just doing a lot of work. Terrorblade, very fast at farming, you know, both the lane and the jungle, very fast at pushing towers, so definitely one of the top picks of this metagame. And so it looks like we'll definitely have a Terrorblade safe lane with a Ember Spirit mid lane for Phoenix and the Wingman. So right now we have 3 melee heroes for Phoenix. You know, having a lot of melee heroes is not very good against Centaur and Meepo in my opinion, just because, you know, they group up for things like Poof, and they group up for things like the Hoof Stomp, so they definitely have to be careful. But, you know, Terrorblade is part melee, part range, so that might not affect them as much. We'll kind of see what gameplay Phoenix wants, you know, wants to execute. Will they kind of go for a 4 protect 1 strat on this Terrorblade and just let him split push the entire game? Or will we kind of see something where Terrorblade gets more involved, maybe an early game fighting build, or maybe like an early Sange Yasha, something like that. Now, Dazzle is the response for Piece of Toast. Dazzle is a really strong support. I think, you know, the Dazzle has a pretty nice combo with the Meepo here. You know, he has that Shadow Wave with, you know, a lot of Meepos. That's like a lot of damage right there in the early game. And we'll see if that's how they want to lane it. You know, that Dire and Meepo safe lane. Or maybe a Dire and Meepo dual mid. Anything is possible right now. And right now we have a Bounty Hunter pickup. So again, another melee hero. And they're off lane most likely, and I don't think Bounty Hero is the best off lane in this situation, you know, because even though he has that Windwalk, or I think it's called Windwalk still, but Meepo, along with the Dazzle, can easily kill Bounty Hunter if they have any kind of detection. That net can really slow Bounty Hunter down, and by the time Meepo reaches level 3, I think Bounty Hunter will have a hard time kind of getting anything done. So this Bounty Hunter pickup's a little bit strange right now, but if Bounty Hunter can get rolling, get a couple early track kills for his team, then Terrorblade can easily come online, Ember Spirit can easily get farmed, so we'll see how Phoenix and the Wingman want to kind of rotate this game, and how they kind of want to take advantage of Meepo. We have a Sand King response by Piece of Toast, and Sand King seems like, you know, their strategy is pretty clear right now. They want to do a safe lane with that Meepo, and then kind of farm the Sand King in the jungle and support that Dazzle right now. Sand King, very strong jungler right now. It doesn't look like Bounty Hunter can really contest the Sand King unless he gets something like a Dust. You know, even if Bounty Hunter goes like out of his lane and tries to kind of harass supports, that's definitely a win for Dire side in my opinion. Kind of giving up a hero. I feel like there isn't a lot of catch up this game for Phoenix and the Wingman. There's track gold, but like once they get behind, I feel like they'll have a hard time coming back from this Dire lineup, just because Dire lineup can really just take an early game lead and get out of control here. You know, Meepo, once he gets like an early Acceptor, you know, maybe an early Blink Dagger, all these raging heroes will be in a lot of danger from these ganks. You know, Sand King, if he gets a quick Blink Dagger, and Centaur as well, can just really control all these fights, set up a lot of ganks, and then no one in the Radiant will really be safe. So I really think the key right now for Phoenix is just to have some really nice rotations in the early game and in the mid game as well, and just make sure that they kind of keep Dire on their toes. Just don't let them farm up their core items like a Blink Dagger, and see if they can buy enough time for a Terrorblade and Ember Spirit to come online. Because definitely right now, this one seems like the Ember Spirit and Terrorblade hold a better late game. Earthshaker is a pretty good late game hero as well. And, you know, but the Dire side definitely is no slouch. We've a lot of bonus armor, very good against Terrorblade and Ember Spirit. They have a lot of disables themselves, but I still think that the late game is in the hands of the Dire side if they can get there. Just because Terrorblade is just such an incredibly strong hero in the late game. He can push on towers so fast. And we have a Silencer 5th pick for Phoenix right now. I think that's definitely what they need. If he sees Sand King channel an Epi in a fight, he kind of just pops that Global Silence and makes sure that they can't, Dire side can't do anything. If Centaur stampedes, maybe Silencer just pops that ultimate, and no, that's a wasted stampede right there. And maybe they can catch the Dire side out position. So I definitely like the Silencer last pick here. Seems like he'll be a support. I'm not that in favor of Silencer support, just because Silencer needs so many levels, and a farm Silencer can actually be a pretty decent carry. But, you know, that's normally how the Silencers play in the pro games. Either support or kind of a mid hero. We definitely see games where Silencer gets that Ags Refresher Orb and kind of just do a lot of damage in these team fights. There aren't really like any obvious BKB heroes on the Dire right now. Meepo hardly ever gets BKB just because, you know, you have one free Meepo and that's not what you want. Centaur and Sand King, I've definitely seen them get BKBs before, but not after other items like a Blink, or maybe a Pipe or Crimson Guard on the Centaur. Sankey definitely wants a Blink, maybe a Veil or a Magnum Scepter or Shiva's Guard. But it looks like they might have to go for like BKBs after that Blink Dagger, so definitely kind of slow them down from any other damaging items, but at least they can live through the global silence that way. So I definitely think that this Silencer pickup is a pretty smart pickup. Silencer is pretty strong, and I definitely think he can zone out this Centaur. And here we go. We have a Storm Spirit, last pick, 4-piece of toast. He will be their mid laner against Ember Spirit, and Storm Spirit should have a pretty easy time against Ember Spirit, honestly. You know, Remnants do a lot of magical damage, can easily break through the Ember Spirit shield. Overload does a lot of magical damage, and I think Storm Spirit honestly kind of really does a good job against Ember Spirit in the mid lane. But we'll see how these players kind of duke it out in their respective lanes. And we're waiting for the last the last player to take their hero before we actually begin. So I'll take this time to kind of introduce the teams right now. So again, everyone, for those of you who are tuning in, this is the Illinois Dota 2 League. This is the 3rd week of group play. So by this time next week, we'll actually be in our playoffs. And right now, we have 2 games for you. The first game is between Phoenix and the Wingman on the Radiant against Piece of Toast on the Dire side. So kind of looking at the players real quick, we have Rock on Roll on that Earthshaker, Low Main on that Bounty Hunter, Pencil Burn on that Ember Spirit, Butterfun on that Silencer, and some 全是外国 haha on that Terrorblade. And on the Dire side, we have Shibby the Great on the Storm Spirit, Devdas on that Dazzle, New Sham on the Meepo, SU Blood on the Centaur, and Avukamu on that Sand King. So let me just make sure again that my audio and sound are working in game. So if there are any problems, feel free to let me know. And let's get this game started. So we definitely have, wow, we have a quick smoke up from, I think, 4 heroes of the Radiant side. What exactly do they want to do here? It doesn't look like they want to rush because their lineup definitely isn't suited for it. Maybe they want to kind of catch out a Centaur. Maybe they want to catch out the Storm Spirit right now. Kind of get that early lead for Ember Spirit. But it looks like that smoke has worn off. Centaur is nowhere to be found. And what exactly did this smoke accomplish? Are they going for kind of like a level 1 gank on the Centaur? But they're just leaving mid lane free. On the other side, we have Dire kind of just placing some wards, protecting the top rune spawn and kind of their jungle. So Bounty Hunter doesn't look like he has sentries right now, but he isn't using them. It doesn't look like he wants to block up the camp. We have engagement on the Centaur, Fissure, but way too far back. That's pretty unfortunate. Wasted Fissure. Wasted smoke gank, and you know the heroes need to get back in position. For mid heroes, it's very important for that Ember Spirit to get a very good block. And it looks like Storm Spirit will easily win this lane if Storm Spirit cannot get a good block. But we have a bounty room for Silencer, so that's pretty nice. What about the top room? We have a haste. Wow, this is definitely a very strong kill lane. They should definitely get that rune to the Dazzle just because he's a ranged hero now. Will they go for early kill on the Ember Spirit? Ember Spirit has level 1 chains, which does really nothing against an early gank. But we'll see what the Dire side wants to do. Sentinel does not have a smoke right now, and it doesn't look like they have any sentries actually, so they cannot pull. Wow, that's kind of a disaster, in my opinion, just because it's a tri-lane with no way to get EXP except from the lane, and that will not be good at all. Here we go, mid lane engagement. Sorry I missed the early part of that, but Ember Spirit barely survives the gank, and TP in from the Earthshaker without any mana, so just kind of waste of a TP. Why did he do that? Maybe just to kind of scare them off, but Ember Spirit seemed like he was fine. He had a sheer tango and would definitely be losing this lane, but he's still kind of trying to get last hits, maybe get up to a quick bottle and trying to get back in this lane. On top lane with Bounty Hunter against Meepo. Meepo should be able to win this lane if, once he gets to level 3 and have another Meepo to kind of just harass out this Bounty Hunter. But Bounty Hunter against the Sand King and Meepo should have a pretty easy time until Sand King gets a couple levels, until Meepo gets level 3. Then they'll have the kill power. On bottom of that tri-lane. Will they be going on the Centaur here? Ooh, nice Fissure and last word, but not enough damage. Does Terrorblade have it slow? No, he's in level 1 right now. So unfortunately, Wingman just used a lot of resources, a lot of mana to just accomplish nothing. We have a early, kill attempt, but it looks like I missed the first blood in the mid lane. Storm Spirit easily kills the Ember Spirit that was low, and we'll have like another kill for against Bounty Hunter right now. This should be a very easy kill. Looks like this will be a 2-0 lead for Piece of Toast right now. This is not what they wanted. I really think that, on a defensive tri-lane, you need to bring sentry wards because they can never find this pole camp. I mean, this ward that's blocking up the pole right now. So this is kind of a disaster right now for Wingman. If you take a look at some like the last hit right now, or last hit, where are you? Last hit, you definitely see Storm Spirit in the lead. Terrorblade as well, followed by Meepo. No surprise there. But unfortunately, I'm just really scared about the supports for the Radiant side. They have no way to get EXP except for maybe the odd bounty rune. They can't pull. They really need sentries right now. Silencer almost has 200 gold for those sentries. Earthshaker has 200 gold. He should definitely get sentries right now, because or else the Conver's wasting this potential of this, trialing right now. I think Silencer can maybe like go top or something and just kind of help out the Bounty Hunter a little bit. But unfortunately, that's not what's happening right now. Meepo hits level 3. Let's see what he wants to do with this other Meepo. A lot of good Meepo players will stack the jungle just so he can farm it later. And kind of just clear those camps. So definitely looks like what he's doing right now. Nice play by Nusham right here, showing off some experience as a Meepo player and stacking the big camp right now on the Dire side. How's mid lane doing? We definitely Ember Spirit is getting crushed by the Storm Spirit right now, just because Ember Spirit got like one upon level 1, and so he didn't have a lot of regen, but he has a bottle right now. So let's see if he can kind of zone out the Storm Spirit. But again, it's very hard for a Storm Spirit to zone out the Ember Spirit just because Storm Spirit has so much physical and magical damage. It's just very hard for Ember Spirit to contest. And unfortunately, it looks like all these lanes are kind of winning for the Dire side. Centaur, what level is he right now? Looks like he has to stay pretty far back. He's level 4 already. Wow. That's a really high level Centaur. And, they just can't shut down the Centaur right now. They've tried to kill him. They don't really have the best, kill power. Because, that Reflection, it doesn't have the best cast range. And they just don't have enough burst damage to take out the Centaur right now. Silencer, level 1 last word, level 2 last word, 200 damage is pretty good. But, I don't know, unless they get like a fissure block or something, this Centaur should be a-okay. Just getting so many levels right now. How's the Bounty Hunter doing? He's level 4. So kind of like the off lanes right now are trading like EXP. And I think that's not too bad. How are the supports on the other side doing? The thing is that, Sand King, he has free pull lane right now compared to the supports on the Radiant side. They still can't find this Observer Ward right now. That's really unfortunate. With Bounty Hunter on top, Swarm Stray gets it in this battle. And Ember Spirit, he has no regen. He probably has to go back to the base after this, and that's pretty unfortunate. He has a lot of mana left right now. I think I've seen this build before, the 3 chains and 2 flame guard. I really think 3 flame guard is way better than the 3rd point chains. But at least it looks like Earth Spirit can get a little bit of farming XP right now, so that's pretty good. And how's Bounty Hunter doing? What his game plan? He doesn't have a lot of last hits. He has 7, which is pretty good. Definitely ahead of the Centaur. Not definitely ahead. He's ahead of the Centaur by just a little bit. But here's what I'm talking about. Sand King can kind of jungle up. Dazzle might be looking to kind of stack a little bit, but he should kind of stack and pull right now. Get that free EXP, deny EXP to the Bounty Hunter, and I'm not really sure why he's not pulling right now. Maybe he just wants to stack for the Meepo, but I really think a farm Dazzle can be very advantageous for the Dire right now, just because all the other lanes are doing so well. Storm Spirit is clearly winning the mid lane, and Centaur's still doing pretty well. He's 7 last hits right now, pretty good. But Terra Blade, let's see what early items want to do. He's going to go for a Midas. An early Midas can basically secure a quick late game, but if the Dire side get off to a better start than they already have, it might just be over for the Radiant before Terra Blade gets online. So maybe he'll just go for kind of a Drums Yasha build. That's something we see a lot in pro games. Just that heavy pushing build, can jungle pretty well with those extra stats. And I'm just looking at the other lanes right now. We're kind of a lull in the action. We kind of just have a lot of farming on both sides. Well, it looks like, Sand King and Dazzle, do they want to smoke? Is there a smoke on the curve right now? No, it looks like it's the bottle for Storm Spirit. A little Bob crowing going on right now. Observer words for the Dazzle. The level 6 on both our mid heroes right now. And so, will they be able to make anything happen? 6-minute rune spot. Silencer holding up the bottom room. That's something very good. Illusion. Oh no, he takes the illusion rune right now. So Dazzle will kind of maybe see the Silencer and realize there's no rune. Oh, Ember Spirit's pretty full HP right now, so he doesn't need the rune. But it's unfortunate, that wasn't a bounty rune for the Silencer and an illusion rune for the Storm Spirit. So we do definitely have some passive play right now. Both the offlaners are getting some pretty decent level, some okay farm. Center's level 6, so he just had Stampede, so that'll be very important if they want to kill someone like the Bounty Hunter. Maybe if they want to kill the Ember Spirit. Where's the Ember Spirit? Is he vulnerable to a gank? It looks like it. Dazzle's coming around. Do they see this? There's no vision right now, and he used Flame Guard. So once Flame Guard is used, Dazzle, this might be a dead Ember Spirit right now, but there's still Flame Guard. Is there a safety remnant? No. Dead Ember Spirit, very easy kill. TP is too late right now, so it seems like Pizza Toast right now is just kind of ahead of the game. And their rotations have been just a little bit better. Their early game plan has just been a little bit better than the Radiant side right now. Again, that early pull and that early block of the pole camp just very in favor of the Centaur right here. He can always get EXP. The supports on the other side are just not very strong. We have a level 3 Silencer, level 3 Earthshaker. That's not what you want 7 minutes in the game. But hopefully, they can kind of make something happen. There's definitely no rotation right now. I guess they're just content to let the Terrorblade farm and let their late game do the talking. But I really think, this Death Ball is happening soon. Bounty Hunter or Ember Spirit, if they show someone top lane, right now looks like he'll be killed. Bounty Hunter, oh, he has phase boots already. That's pretty good. And Sand King does not want to go for it. Do they have detection right now? Note that we do have a dust on the Meeple, but looks like they want to get this kill. What will happen? Meeple, will they catch Meeple out? There's a track right now. Chains, Flame Guard. Will this be a kill on the Meeple? Nice. Oh, poof out. Wow, that's so unfortunate for the Radiant side. That could have been a track kill for them. They definitely need that kill. They're down 4-0 right now. But take a quick look at the net worth graph. We can definitely see an early lead for the Dire side, but will there be more action right now? Dazzle, oh, he gets revealed by the dust. But looks like just a lot of back on right now. But Ember Spirit, will he kind of do anything? His Flame Guard is still on cooldown right now. And it looks like this should be a safe disengage, but I missed this kill in the silence right there. Haste Rune on the Storm Sphere. That should have been an easy kill for him. So unfortunately, oh, TP in from the Storm Spirit. Oh, killing Terrorblade. Centaur is still alive. Earthshaker will fall right now. Wow, 7-0. Storm Spear, nice TP to the bottom lane, had the Haste Rune, had enough mana, now gets a Bounty Rune. This is not going well for the Radiant at all. Going back to the gold graph and EXP chart right now, this will probably be a 5k lead after it updates. So unfortunately, things are not looking good for the Radiant side at all. What can they do to come back? Track kills are definitely one way, but it's really unfortunate they were not able to kill the Meeple right there. Maybe the Ember Spirit could have, oh, quick Blink Dagger. How many Meeples are coming in? Just one Meeple. Another Meeple comes in. Oh, easy kill on that Bounty Hunter. So much poof damage. Poof, that's 280 damage plus another one for us. 420 magic damage right now. Well, we have Ember Sphere being gone on right now. Ooh, no Flame Guard. Will Storm recognize that and go in? That should be an easy kill if the Dazzle, goes in with him. Looks like they're not gonna have. That's not gonna happen. Terrorblade, where did he go? He goes for a quick Yasha. So a lot extra movement speed and attack speed for the Terrorblade. But I think Drums would have been a little bit better here. Just that extra intelligence and those extra HP points, how many can help him survive a game. Time to do another quick level check. We have level 6 Sand King, which is really important here, but still level 3 Silence, level 4 Earthshaker. The supports on the rating side are just a little bit too low level, and just like another easy kill here for the Storm Spirit. Sorry I missed that, folks. That should have just been a very easy kill. Storm Spirit zipping in. Ember Spirit probably ran out of mana. Probably didn't have Flame Guard. Wow, max Searing Chains. Again, I'm still questioning this choice right here. Because Flame Guard is just so good, especially when he's been losing his lane. Max Flame Guard absorbs an extra 300 points of damage. Do we have an engagement here? Dazzle, out of position against 4 heroes. This should definitely be an easy kill here. Where's the Fissure? No Fissure. Wow, Blink Epi already gets a kill on the Silencer. Earthshaker about to go down. No, Ember Spirit gets a return kill. First kill for Phoenix and the Wingman. Nice kill on the Centaur. Do they have detection for this Sand King right here? But the Flame Guard is out. Sand King can just blink away right now. It looks like, yep, blink away from the Centaur. No, they see him. Can they capitalize? And does Ember Spirit have enough for Searing Chains? Ooh, he misses. How unfortunate. The Sand King has a Blink Dagger cooling down in 2 minutes. Oh, but he gets a track. That's what they need. Track movement speed and the chains. Can they catch up? No blink, no burrow strike. There should be a kill and a track kill at that. So that's a very nice kill. 3 kills. But we have the Storm Spirit zipping in, TP in right now. Storm Spirit has so much mana. This should be, 3 kills for the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit gets the Thunder. Does Kane get the kill? No! Oh, nice try by the Terrorblade to Sunder, but it looks like Storm Spirit makes that alive. Silencer will probably go down to a double edge right now. Double edge. Easy kill for the Centaur right there. He has Tranquil boots, while Silencer doesn't even have boots at all. So this is, again, nice return kills by Phoenix and the Wingman, but equally as good response by Piece of Toast. So, maybe if they got those 3 clean kills there, Radiant could have been in this game, but still, with those return kills, it's just getting worse and worse for them. And those combat track kills, were what exactly they wanted to do. We have a track on the Centaur right now. Can't they get this kill? Is Bounty Hunter fast enough? Is there a TP in, though? With that track with phase boots, he could definitely go in, but he's not. Oh, that's a shame. They definitely need all the track kills they can get right now. Terrorblade has a Yasha. Will he go for a Manta or a Sangha Yasha? I'm guessing a Mana style right now, but that's just not enough right now. Centaur already had a very quick Blink Dagger. We saw that in the fight on the Radiant Jungle, and that just did a lot of work right now. So once we get that Blink on the Centaur, which he is very close to, I think Dire will kind of just group up and push all these towers. They might just kind of run away with the game right now. And is there anything to kind of stop them? See Storm Spirit getting a double bounty rune right now. Do we have an engagement here? It'd be really nice. Oh, Ember Spirit. Oh wait, I heard a zip in from the Storm Spirit. Nope. Just kind of using his Soul Ring and a Balloon Stab. That's really interesting. I didn't notice the item choice on Storm Spirit right now. I'm guessing he got that Soul Ring first. You know, Soul Ring goes into Bloodstone right now, so it's a very early game, really good early game pickup. Very good at farming, very good in team fights. And this Storm Spirit is kind of just a force right now. We take a quick item check and hopefully nothing breaks out right now. Let's take a look at the items. We have almost drums right now. Looks like Terrorblade. Ooh, I'm not really sure what happened there. Sand King just blink Epicenter. That's a real shame. Just 2 heroes top for, you know, the Radiant side. They just cannot stop that blink Epi. That kind of goes back to why maybe drums might have been a little bit better than Yasha. We have a zip in on the Ember Spirit. This should be a kill with those nets, unless he has a remnant to get away right now. Ooh, he does get away, but Storm Spirit's just right after him. Easy kill for the Storm Spirit. Unfortunately, you know, Ember Spirit did not have like a safety remnant to kind of fall back on, kind of saving all his remnants for that burst damage. But we have a Meeple and Centaur, both with Blink. This should be an easy kill on both of these heroes. Blink net, oh, Blink Stomp, easy kill. And it looks like, you know, piece of toast just running away with this game. Terrorblade getting a little bit of farm. He's definitely been slowed down since the early game. And it looks like this game is very soon over. I hate to call it early, but there's just nothing going the way of Radiant right now. They're kind of missing these kills that they need. They're just getting picked off by kind of the early Blink daggers of the Dire side. And it looks like we have Dazzle running to Terrorblade here, but Terrorblade needs to get out right now. Terrorblade, no, it looks like Stormshine does not want to go. Maybe he knows there are other Radiant heroes in the vicinity, but with these Blink daggers right now and this Meeple getting a lot of farm, I really think that they can just kind of push down all the exterior towers on the Radiant side. So kind of going back to the item check, we got a little bit interrupted there. We have Drums almost completing the Bounty Hunter. He's definitely doing pretty decent for his lane. We have Ember Spirit with nothing, unfortunately. Terrorblade with just the Yasha Silencer, so poor, no global. That'll be one of the key things they need. A global on the Silencer. Stop that Storm Spirit, blink in on the Centaur right now. Orchid already on the Storm Spirit. It looks like, ooh, this might be 2 or 3 kills for this Storm Spirit. What do you go on the Silencer? Centaur's just waiting in for the blink. Wow, triple kill. Or double kill for the Storm Spirit. It's just too easy right now. The supports are too low level for on the Radiant side. Storm Spirit is just too big. Soul Ring or get so much mana right now with that bottle and the tread swapping. Nice tread swap. It looks like Meeple taking the bottom tower. Bounty Hunter's maybe going for a backstab right now. Is there detection on the Dire side? No, but they're just kind of too far ahead right now. What can a single Bounty Hunter do to their heroes? Nothing, really. And so unfortunately this game looks like, no, this might be the end for Beast and the Wingman, but I'm rooting for them, and hopefully they can come back. Maybe they can kind of like catch Storm Spirit without mana, catch him in a nice, last word, get that 6 into the side and burst him down. But, you know, all these Dire heroes right now in their jungle, Sand King coming in, the Epicenter is online, but he is spotted. Centaur, though, however, is not spotted, and you know, he definitely has enough mana for Blink, Stomp, and Double Edge, but not enough for Stampede, but he's almost there. Oh, Blink Epi, wow, catches 3, great combo from the Sand King. Nice Blink Epi there, without any vision too, so wow, nice play by the Sand King. 4 dead on the Radiant side. Look at this, some trash talk right now. All these Dire players just hating on that Sand King, probably just taking all their kills. You know, all these players really want to pad their stats, but Sand King, 2-1. Storm Spirit, 14-0. Jesus, they should be calling out the Storm Spirit for just chaosing all game. I don't know what they're doing. But, you know, it looks like a regeneration for the Storm Spirit. That's the last thing they want to see. You can probably just zip all the way down to this, you know, bottom room, get the bounty rune, and still have a lot of mana, but we're kind of just waiting for this last push right now from the Dire side. Sand King farming up. Looks like he might be going for a 4-staff right now. Ooh, missed that kill. Sorry about that, folks. Easy kill on the Earth Spirit with that Orchid. I mean, sorry, the Earthshaker with that Orchid. And looks like there's nothing to really respond without the Global. And is Global even up right now? Level 5 on the Silencer. They should really be prioritizing the Global. Oh, easy kill on the Bounty Hunter. I mean, the Silencer. Oh, can they catch up this Storm Spirit? He's out of mana, has a Biocharge. He's trapped. Ember Spirit, can you be the hero? Chains. Oh, nice dodge. All of the stomp, but Terrorblade manning up. Well, it looks like they're trying to retreat safely. Bounty Hunter coming in. Will he go for it? Be a man, Bounty Hunter. Be a man. Ooh, no. Come on, Bounty Hunter. It's your only hope. You can get like 3k gold from that. Oh, what a shame. But looks like there's some nice, actually, wards placed by the Dire. I didn't point that out earlier, but some very aggressive wards in the jungle. And that will just kind of really be set up those pickoffs for the Centaur, for the Storm Spear. So there's this pickoff lineup from the dire side, along with the early game lead, is just really kind of winning. So here we go. We see that kind of that ward right now. Easy kill for the Centaur. The Blink Kusam looks like Ember Spirit did not have the Flame Guard, was a little bit too low. So nice kill by the Centaur, and we have a GG called out by our Shaker. Unfortunately, this is not their game. Pick up on the silencer. And no, I think what really hurt them was just kind of that early game lead. Dive in from the Storm Spirit. It's a little bit more fun before the game ends. That was a very quick game, folks. Between Piece of Toast and Phoenix and the Wingman. I mean, just I think honestly, like Phoenix and the Wingman just got a little bit too outplayed. That kind of the early game smoke by Phoenix was just really accomplished nothing. Who do they think they can catch out on the dire side? Maybe if Centaur was looking for that early rune, they could catch out the Centaur and get a really early kill. But Centaur just maybe he snuffed it out or something. I'm not really sure how they got that. But nice play by Piece of Toast. Nice try by Phoenix and the Wingman. You know, there's still a couple more games left, and it looks like they'll be starting on the losers bracket, and Piece of Toast will definitely be in the winners bracket now. But you know, again, nice play on both sides, and unfortunately, it seems to be that Piece of Toast is definitely one of our favorites going into the winners bracket and the playoffs overall. So again, nice play by both teams, and there will be one more game after this, and I believe that game. Let me just check real quick. I believe that's between J. Harry the Carry against Defensive Illinois. Both those teams actually have a chance in the winners bracket of the playoffs, so that will be a very exciting game to look forward to, folks. You know, both of those teams have a lot to play for. They're trying to get into that winners bracket where they have multiple lives, going for that $250 first place. But you know, I'll be taking a quick break. Our next game starts at 8 o'clock, and so be sure to tune in again for that game. And so this is Morgan. I'll be taking a quick break, getting some water, maybe getting some food, and I'll see you guys at 8. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my cast. If you had any kind of criticism, just let me know, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.